Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Look who I got with me. I have Val with Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling, and I have SunPsychic Jean. And thank you, ladies, for being here with me this morning.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Allie. It's always fun to be here with you and Val. So much fun.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
I
enjoyed
enjoy it very
that.
much as well. Yeah, I enjoy it. So I want to, oh, hello, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. It's nice to see you, dear, and Wiki and JR. And Patty, of course. I think, did I see Craig Dixon? I don't know. Hi, Heather.
Oh,
No, Captain Morgan. It's Captain Morgan. Yep. Ah, there's Craig Dixon. I
Yep.
say his name and he pops up. Yeah. And Heather, too.
Mhm.
So, what have you been up to? So, anyway, there's a couple of days left to sign up for Val's class, and that I'm going to facilitate with her. You have to go over to dragonflycrystals.store
Right.
and click on that you would like to join. If you are a member of either of our channels, it's you've got a code to get in that's on my members only. And if you don't, it's $29, which is a really good deal as well. It's the 2 hours. What is it, 2 to 4, Val, on the 26th of August?
Correct.
That's
Pacific.
Pacific. That's Pacific time,
Yeah.
just so you know. Yeah. Hi, Gerald. Hi, Linnea. Nice to see you. Carol Butts. Welcome, welcome.
so that is fun. If there's any moderators, can they put that link in for the class for the link in, or maybe in the description, put the link for the class to Val's website? Was it that Dragonfly Crystals?
Yeah. Dragonflycrystals.store.
Oh, .store. Okay.
Yeah. And
But
you
yeah.
click
Sorry,
online.
it's not stow, it's store.
Mhm.
Yeah, she also sells crystals on there and other things, and she does. You could sign up for readings and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi,
Wow.
Juanita. Yeah. So, our community is just expanding and expanding. I want to shout out to all those who have become members of my channel, and I'm sure Val feels the same way on her channel. And Jean is just knocking it out of the park. Your numbers are going way up, Jean, and you're a very busy lady. I'm happy for you.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a
It
lot of fun,
is.
but
It
yeah.
is. That's great. So I'm going to bring up Patty's post, and she's going to get a reading later. So if you want readings, go ahead and list them. But Patty was watching a video I did and wanted to share. She just learned the turban is worn as a representation of a helper. Most people think of terrorists. Yep. But it's actually, and it is. I think that many of the turbans that are worn, or the head covers, are almost like masks, and so that's why we consider them to be terrorism. But Valerie had a great explanation of El Moria.
Right.
Yeah. Who is a Buddhist? Was he a Buddhist with a turban?
He's a Tibetan.
Tibetan.
Yeah.
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 And he's definitely a helper. And so she has channeled him before. So if you're interested, go over to her channel and look at some of her past channelings. Would it be on your Next Level Channeling channel?
Actually, yes, it's on both.
Okay.
Dragonfly.
On both. Oh, okay. Good. Good. All right. Well, Patty Palmer, I'm glad you're here. Hoping that you have, I can't keep track whether you have a new surgeon. I don't know if you had your surgery or not. But I did read that you like your new guy. And so I hope things are moving along in that direction.
So, Allie, I wanted to update you a little bit. I'm pulling out my cards because I wanted to get a picture of the El Moria for everybody.
Oh,
But
good.
if I yeah, he's right here on the top because he came up in a practice, and this is the image of El Moria.
Handsome guy. Yeah.
And a lot of these, this is the Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, and a lot of there was another male that he has, like, this is Paul the Venetian. He's one of my favorite. And if you look at him, he has like that same stare, you know.
Yeah, he does.
These are called the Keepers of the Light. And it's just, they're very, very high vibrational. But I thought that was, I had them right here. Also, I wanted to let you know I was on Ginger Faye's channel yesterday, and she did a tarot normal about my ghost in my house. That what the first house that I had a ghost in there, and we did a tarot normal and did an investigation about it, and found out some interesting things that I hadn't considered before. And I used tarot cards live on YouTube.
Oh, good for you. Oh, wow.
I know. And I started with tarot like years ago, but I hadn't touched them in quite some time. But she was just so gracious and helped me out. And I was using the helper cards anyway, but it was really fun. And I've always said
Oh, awesome,
I'd like
Jean.
to, I'd like to try
Yeah.
and get back into it. Yeah.
I'm okay with like the major arcana, but
Yeah.
it's those court cards that just throw me off. But
The court cards are tough.
Yeah.
Seriously, they really are, because they can be people or whatever.
Oh, yes. I was on Indigo. I was on Heather's channel as well on Friday night, and then I was on Ginger Faye's channel. But these are the cards that I use, Allie, and
yes,
I
they
used
have
to
the
call them.
stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, I used to call them cheater cards, but now everybody's saying they're helper cards.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you can't see
Yes.
anything on there, but
They are. You know, my issue was that with when I use my oracles, I feel like I can interpret those easier than I can the other, because there's sort of a set meaning, even though there isn't. You know, everybody's different, but that's the way I feel about it. So, but that's great, Jean. You broke through that resistance, and oh boy, you're going to be just have to open just a tarot channel. There you go.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and especially like for investigative kind of work, like you don't have somebody to validate the information, and the cards do that for you. And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very much
great.
so.
That's great. It's really true. And sometimes, even as you're reading a bunch of people, even Kevin the healing medium and Stouffer will switch to cards, because it helps refine the details. You know, we can, if you're on for like an hour and a half or longer, and you start to, it becomes a lot when you're tuning
It does.
in.
It does. It wears you down, and it's easier to have a tool. And that's all they are, is tools, really. More tools for us. That's all.
Exactly. Right.
Wow. So thank you. Welcome, everybody that I haven't said hello to. And thank you. I do have 11 questions right now, so I'm going to close it right now. If we have time later, then we can possibly open up again. Let me read who is going to be read, so you know where you are on the list. I have Patty, Suzanne, Warrior Girl, Juanita, Lisa. Lisa has just something to say, and I'm going to go right to her. Judy, Linnea, Michelle, JR, Sherry, 100. Yes, Lisa, this is true. Patty Palmer makes these really beautiful protection jars. She made me one right at the very beginning. Has herbs in it and rocks and other things in it, and she sells them. So if you're interested in getting a hold of Patty, you can find her on Facebook for sure. But if you can't reach her for some reason, just let me know, and I will let her know that she needs to contact you. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you so much. We want to support as many people as we can here in our community, so appreciate it. All right, so I already answered that. All right, Patty says she would like to be on the list. So I'm guessing, Patty, and your surgery 6 months out. Okay. I sense, though, that you are more relaxed about that because you have a date and you have somebody that's listened to you, because she lives in West Virginia and she's had a lot of people really nasty to her in the healthcare system. So I just sense more of a relief, but let's do a reading.
Well, I don't know if this is about any kind of medical situation or whatever, but I do feel like you're going, in the next 6 months, you're going to really come into the sunshine, if that means anything to you. That's kind of what they're making me feel, is you're emerging through everything, and the light and the sun is shining down on you, and they're showing me a 6-month window, and just everything flowing to you in a beautiful way, things being revealed, knowings and understandings, things are clearing up for you in so many levels and layers. And that's what I'm getting, Patty.
That's beautiful, Val. I was actually getting that she's going to be sensing and feeling the presence of her angels and guides that are watching over her. I see her kind of looking up and kind of having this knowing that she's being comforted and watched over, and that she's going to have this sense of peace and this sense of, just everything is okay.
Right. Ooh, full body chills.
Yeah. I'm glad you took your power back and dealt with the issue. I know how difficult it is when you're not feeling well and you have to deal with people that don't listen and don't really show that they care. But this is very empowering for you, Patty. And I believe that this has helped, you sort of stand in your own power and assert yourself. And, this is my health. I need you to take me seriously. And I love it. You had a crystal clear intention. Look at that. And you shot at the target and you hit it. So there you go. You found your doctor. There you go. And you are making progress. How beautiful. How beautiful. And finally, it says, you are the rainbow bridge, which, we think of the rainbow bridge as with dogs meet us when we go to the other side. But also it is a bridge between all of the chakras that we have and all of the belief systems that we carry. And we can also hold that light out for other people who are dealing with the same issues and understand how to transmute that energy. So, Patty, a beautiful reading for you, and thank you for asking, and lots of love to you. 6 months up. Go ahead, Jean.
At 1:11 my time, Wiki actually put the link for Val's the class for that you and Val are doing together. But it's 1:11 my time. But yeah, so if anybody wants it, there's the link.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Wiki.
Just a shout out to Hypnicity. She misses her dog Shadow, who they had to put down on Thursday. And so I'm just wanting to send you lots of love and light. Speaking of the Rainbow Bridge, he's waiting there for you. He loves you and he understands. I think he's a lot better than, he's resting, or he's running in the grass in heaven. So lots of love.
Be gentle with yourself. That's a huge separation. That unconditional love presence being gone is very difficult. So be very gentle with yourself and allow yourself the time to, heal and get back to, feeling better.
And this is very true. The golden rule is the same for every religion. Wow, that's beautiful. All right. I think I have it now, Karen, and Lisa, I have yours as well. Okay. So let's see. I had up to JR, Sherry. Thank you for your donation, Suzanne. That's so nice of you. I have Lisa and Karen and Sally that come after that. So you're at the end-ish, but I got your names. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Warrior Girl. Bouncing around channels. Does her main guide have a message for her?
I feel like they want you to know, Suzanne, that you are your main guide, that your higher self, it is you. You are the guide. That it's almost like there's a big Suzanne and there's a little Suzanne, and they want you to take care of the little Suzanne, meaning the human form, so that big Suzanne can help guide her. And it's always you. It's like they're saying, you are me and I am you.
And I have to say that really coincides with what I got, because immediately a huge amount of energy came in right into your heart. And I kept sitting there waiting, and the heart is expanding and there's this huge energy, but that's you, your heart. You are the gateway to everything. And you are that guiding force for your life. So it all fits you.
It all fits you. Yes. I want to shout out to Terry Suzuki for coming in today. It's nice to see you, dear. I worked with her last night on Ron's channel. We had some fun. Yeah. All right. So what I got for you, Suzanne, was that you are now weaving, just like a spider's web weaves around what it is that's most important to you. Think of it as just a little bit and a little bit. It takes a while to get that cobweb made, but you're weaving it right now. And this is bringing you mastery, and it will continue to bring you mastery. So just remember, it's the journey and not the destination they want you working on. But I got the last card, says a surprise is on its way. I don't know what that means, but maybe something great is right around the corner. So be open to it and receptive to it, because you deserve it, whatever it is. There you go. Thank you so much. All right, Warrior Girl.
I just, Warrior Girl, I just get the sense that your guides are saying, be open to all these ideas and possibilities that are coming into your consciousness now, and that a lot of doors are opening up for you this week. And yes, you can absolutely choose to go down a whole bunch of different avenues of exploration and energy, and any of them are all wonderful. So pay attention to the breadcrumbs that come in front of you as all of this unfolds, because they'll lead to bigger and bigger openings and awakenings.
Mm-hmm.
So, Warrior Girl, what I got for you is they want you to know it's okay to indulge in nostalgia, that whether it's a favorite potato salad recipe or macaroni salad recipe from your childhood, or whether it's a friend from high school or a bell bottoms that you used to wear, there's like this nostalgia that's going to be coming up around you in the next few weeks. And they're saying it's okay to indulge and to reminisce and to really bring in that good vibe, whatever that nostalgia feeling that you get when you see, feel, or taste these things. I feel like you're going to be reminded of the past, the blast from the past.
That's awesome.
Cute.
I got some really cool cards here for you. I pulled the story cards that I have that are specifically named that. And this is, first one is a wildflower. And it's saying, you are a beautiful wildflower. And wherever you go, you can bring that beauty wherever you walk. I'm sensing that something's going to happen this week. You are rooted to home, and you're rooted to home because you don't have work, but I'm sensing some work coming for you. I don't know if that means you're going to get a job that you work from home, or if it's going to be spiritual work that you're doing. But whatever it is, do it with great relish. It's waiting for you to accomplish the task. There you go. All right. It's from Juanita. She'd like to hear from her grandma Blanche or angels. I have to step out for just a minute, ladies.
Your grandma Blanche, she comes in showing me a book and a candle. And I feel like she wants you to study something. I don't know if you've decided to take up energy work or look into some form of healing modality or some course of study regarding metaphysics, something, whether it be Reiki or whatever it is. She is putting the light there, holding the book, So I feel like she's pointing you to that understanding of learning. And yeah, and she's also sending you her tremendous love at the same time, but she's lighting your path with that candle.
That's beautiful. So, Juanita, what Blanche was showing me was something. I'm not sure why she's showing this to me, but she's showing me like a bra, a brassiere, and I'm not sure if it was hers or if she helped you with yours. Or you remember the ones that they used to have, the one side that you used to pull all the way, and then they would hang out all over the place. They weren't all one strap. And she's showing me this, and she's showing me like tissues packed into her bra, and she's showing me that she was smelled very nice and very soft and very just a very comforting kind of a smell and a hug. And I'm not sure what it is, if there's a memory or if she used to keep things in her bra, or if there's something about maybe she helped you with your first bra. I don't know what it is that she's showing me about her bra, but she could also be saying that she's holding you close to her chest there and giving you a big hug. But I'm not, and also she's keeps reminding me about the smell, the soft smell. I don't know if it was like Jeanette or Lilies of the Valley, but something that was like, she would wear it every day, like almost like an after shower kind of thing, but it would really make her smell so soft and so sweet. And perhaps maybe you smell this from time to time. But she does watch over you, and she is just being very comforting to you, very nurturing, very comforting, and just really is taking such kid gloves kind of care for you, very tender care.
So
You
sweet.
brought back the bra memory.
I mean, it was a bra memory for me. My grandma used to put tissue in her bra.
My mother, I wanted a bra, and my mother wouldn't let me get one for the longest time. And finally, we go into like Woolworths or something. She wants me to try it over my shirt right there in the middle of Woolworths.
Oh yeah, they don't get the embarrassment you have.
Oh,
It's not
I'm mortified.
a teen or teen. Somehow, don't remember.
Yeah, I know. I never did that to my daughter. I never did that to her
No, because you remember that
because I
humiliation.
remembered it. Relax and let the light in, Juanita. And she's saying, you're high vibration. You're becoming higher and higher as the days go on, because you are now living in higher vibrational living. So what do you know? So all of that light that has been brought in brings this to you. And you've also been going through some kind of an emotional clearing, which is something that we've all been doing during this 8/8 sort of gateway, and continue to do it toward the full moon. So yes, relax and let the light in. Very nice. Okay. Yes, Terry, spirit is a riot. They love to show us, make us laugh.
I remember it hanging out everywhere, that piece. And they were cotton bras. There's no give. It was
No.
just,
Well, at least we didn't have the cone ones, right?
oh
Like
no,
the
it wasn't.
50s. Yeah, everything was pointed. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Judy Christensen wonders if her sister Kathy has a message. Kathy passed 4/10/19. I'm so sorry for your loss, Judy.
Hi, Judy. Let's see if we can get a message from Kathy. She said, I do know that you're going to be attending a wedding, and she said that you're going to represent her and represent the family, represent the matriarch of the family, and that you will make her proud and be strong. And you're not going to replace her. You're going to be holding space for her to join you. It's almost like she's going to be able to see through your eyes. But she just wants you to know that she does sense that you are opening up your awareness, and she is just very elated and happy for you, that she wishes she would have had this openness and this information available to her, so that she would have had more information going in, but she's just really glad that you have this perspective and this education, and she wants you to keep going.
It's funny, Judy. She's showing me. Kathy is showing me. I was seeing this as Jean was talking about wedding. I was seeing heels and polish and hair done and kind of a feeling of sophistication. And it was a feeling like this is what she holds for you, this space for you. But that beautiful energy of you blossoming, I think you could translate it into that, and being everything you are as she sees you, kind of like a goddess in the divine feminine. So I think it makes me feel like she is wanting you to be all that you are, all that she sees within you, and which is a tremendous bright light. That's what I get.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bemused shaman, I have seen this happen before where people get blocked or their thing doesn't show up, and I'm sorry, it's a YouTube glitch, but we would not block you. We love you, so I don't know what the deal is. So okay,
it's happened to
Judy.
me too, Allie, and I think it's if you use caps without emojis, try and use the caps with the emojis. Sometimes it prevents it from happening, but it's happened to me, and we have no idea how or why it happens.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yep. So maybe put an emoji or two on it. Maybe it thinks you're yelling at the I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hi, Rossi. All right. So Judy, I get intimacy. And I think that's kind of what Val was speaking of when she was saying, you had intimate connections. You shared, getting dressed up and going and doing things together and spending time together as sisters. And she misses that intimacy. But she says, go to solitude, go and spend some time alone, quietly, if it's outside or wherever, and we can still commune. I'm still here, and I still want to commune with you because we have the potential to just continue our relationship, even though we aren't able to see each other as much as we did before. I'm always around you. I'm one of your angels and guides. So just call on her if you need something, Judy. I think she's available and waiting and ready. So, yeah.
Yeah. When you said that, Allie, it really struck home with me that if you need help or if you need her assistance, you can talk to her, and you know that they hear all of our thoughts.
They do.
You can talk to her and ask her for help with certain situations and guidance with certain situations, and she'll be able to help you perhaps at the wedding or yeah.
There was something that I've held in my heart and my mind for a long time about my mom and how I used to feel guilty about things. And Callie Healer did a reading for me and said, the first thing she said was, your mom says, don't feel guilty anymore. And I nearly fell off the chair. So I really do think they can hear you and they can, they know exactly what you're thinking and doing.
They do.
All right. Linnea would like to know if I was visited or abducted by extraterrestrials when I was a young child. Well,
I'm using my pendulum.
okay.
I'm getting chills right away though.
Uh-huh.
And we in the biz like to call it experiencer rather than because the other
yeah. Uh-huh. Captain Morgan, you're so silly. He says they also watch us when we're on the toilet. Yeah. But they don't judge. They don't judge.
I tell them to stay out. I don't know about you. I don't want them to
buzz off. I'm busy. Yeah.
I'm not in the shower or.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Well, Linnea, I'm very curious because it's definitely saying a yes. And was this something that only happened in your childhood? Was this associated with missing time? I'd be curious. And do you know who Dr. Gale is? And if you can look her up and you can talk to her about it as well. But I'm definitely getting a yes, and it's not happening anymore. I said, does she still continue to go over? And they said no, that you don't. But I do know that the mission of what they were doing to try and help their race to continue is no longer going on. So what was going on back in the 70s and 80s, I guess, or the 60s, 70s, and 80s is no longer happening.
Yeah.
But
different groups of aliens too. The kinder, more loving ones are here now. Yeah.
Well, Linnea, I did get an immediate yes. And then I tried to tune into what that was all about. Was it a family lineage thing? Was it just a one-off? What was that? And apparently they are still working with you. And when you are asleep, you astrally travel and talk with them. This is another way they communicate with you, not just you are multidimensional, and you have other aspects of yourself that they are educating, because you have some job to do with them on Earth, and it's about getting us ready for all this light that is coming into play here, all this enlightenment, all this awakening energy, all the light codes that are coming in. And so you're going to play a role in that, in some way, educating people. It doesn't have to be a school, a book, or whatever. It can just be by word of mouth, and then that carries. You tell one person and it mushrooms a million times. It's that kind of, plus the energy that you exude carries those light codes, that information, and that vibrational frequency. So yes, they are still working with you in a positive and beautiful way. So if you have those dreams, yes, they're real and it's happening. So, and don't be afraid, because they are living beings.
So in other words, the ripple effect is what you are bringing to the rest of us from and they're helping you with ascension.
Wow.
Look at this. Yeah. You're very important to them. They say you helped us, now we help you. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. They said, you are worth so much to us. We love you. Look at self-hug here. Absolutely. And we like your synergy. The cards are amazing. Synergy, working together and in mutual benefit. So Linnea, hopefully you won't feel afraid anymore, because I think that they're here to help you. But yeah, I agree with the ladies that immediately got a yes. I think if you ask the question, you already know. And so I know I've seen one. I'm not quite sure that I've been in a ship or anything, but I also remember a time when I woke up and I was alone in my bed in Florida, and I felt like there were beings around my bed. I didn't see them though. I think I was too afraid. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, thank you, dear. I hope that helps you. But yes, Dr. Gale, skywalking with Moon does a lot of ET stuff. Yeah. Okay, Michelle, holding the little black kitty cat. I'm wondering if my guides can tell me why I've been so short-tempered and what I can do. What do you mean?
Immediately they're laughing and they're coming in saying, I can hear them now going, yes, you have so much you're releasing. All this stuff creates that tension and anxiety and that irritability. So to hasten that throughout all this stuff, that means big awakenings and openings are happening for you. So just to let go of all that energy, you need some movement, dance, go out, walk in nature, sing, whatever that is to move that energy. Plus you in meditation or whenever, you can use the violet flame to say, I release this. Yes, use the breath. I release this into the violet flame, and for transmutation to divine source. You can do that anytime. And so it hastens it a little more. You're consciously releasing, but when you dance and you move, the energy is or qigong, whatever you want to do, the energy will be moved through your body beautifully and out. And then there'll be more to clear. But
there you go. They'll give you more.
because that is for you. They're all laughing. That is for your huge openings. More light codes can come in, more downloads, more awareness, more recalibration of your physical vessel. So much. I can't even go on here. But happening.
I definitely am picking up the balance, Michelle, but I think what they're showing me is it's a little more of a physical and nutritional balance, or there's a certain cortisol and stress, and it depletes a certain vital nutrient, and perhaps you might want to look at that, or perhaps with the dry or the heat excessive, if you're drinking coffee, it may cause you to be a little more dehydrated. But the balance, what Val was saying about the balance, is definitely what they're showing me. But it could just be a simple mineral deficiency, or something that is imbalanced that is causing you this additional stress. So put back into balance, even if it's like lack of sleep. I mean, that would do it, but I feel as though they're just asking for you we are all so much more sensitive these days, and the higher our vibration and the more that we evolve and ascend, the more sensitive we are. And you're just, I feel like you're going to be able to remedy it and kind of, soothe whatever that is for yourself.
I can understand that, Michelle. The heat is really, really bad right now. So yeah, absolutely. I have here, it has to do with relationship harmony, and they're wanting you to have that relationship harmony, not be short-tempered around your family. And they're telling you, just breathe and become aware. So when you see yourself coming into a short-tempered, if you can, because I know I can't always, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It's like when you're angry about something, so yeah, take a deep breath and relax. It says that they'll bring you back to your authentic vibration when you do that. So use your breath to help you. But I do understand it's easier said than done. So, all right, we have JR here, who wonders if Mom Miriam thinks of love interest Lisa.
She likes that you've opened up. And she is really feeling like it's a good thing that you've blossomed and you've opened up to someone and opened up to love. It means your heart is opening. But she's not giving me a stepping in to make a critique of someone. That is not what she's doing at all. She's focused on you and your heart blossoming, and that you've let love into your life. And she's applauding that, and she is enjoying that and loves that for you. So just know your mom isn't up there keeping a scorecard of your ladies.
Exactly. And I definitely got the same thing, that she just wants you to be happy, and whatever makes you happy makes her happy. And she wants you to, take the chance, step outside of your comfort zone, put yourself out there so that, it's worth happiness. It's worth living. She doesn't want you to get to the other side like she did and not even try. So she said, live your life to the fullest. Do what makes you happy. Release all of the restrictions or the, judgments, and go for it, because happiness is worth it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And JR, I just pulled one card, and it's the infinity card. And Mom comes from that mindset at this point, but it says harmony and balance dualism and unity, whatever works for you, honey.
No.
I'm right behind you every single time. Don't let anybody step on you, or don't let anybody use you, but otherwise, oh, you think this might mean she doesn't like her? Well,
Nobody is up there going, I don't like or like. There
Right.
not any of that going on.
No.
Judgment doesn't.
It's not for
exist.
her to say. Yeah.
It's not
Mhm.
for
Right.
her to say at
Yeah.
all. If
She doesn't want to. She does not want to step into that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's your life to live. It's your life. It's not her life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. Yeah. So it's okay, JR.
Yeah.
Sherry 100. What type of crystal or crystals would help my son with his sensitive empathic energy, and which crystals for myself as well? So there you go. Val, you know all about this. So
Oh gosh. Well, first thing that came to mind is just getting an amethyst and a clear quartz crystal, because I feel like, yes, just, oh my God, that's ginormous. That's
it's
both.
really big. This is a amethyst wand that I got from
Yeah.
House of Paris on Etsy, and it's 20 inches. So yes, but look, it has both. It has amethyst and crystal together. So there you go.
Yeah, because the amethyst is going to help him connect to, and also the quartz, to the higher frequencies, the elevated frequencies of light and information. So his guides are really going to be able to connect with him. So when you're empathic and you're feeling like everything is about you because you're feeling everybody's feelings, whether they're negative, you make it about you. There's all kinds of stuff that happens with a poor empathic kid who has to, who doesn't realize, oh, I'm just feeling, it's not my energy. I'm feeling their stuff. Well, this is going to help them vibe at a much higher and connect to a much higher level, so that I'm also getting adventuring to that green healing energy coming in, or chrysolite, those greens that really open his heart. I feel like those are also really valuable for him. Chrysocolla, or whatever you call it, the green one.
Greenish blue, yeah.
I love that.
It's beautiful.
So those are ones that I would suggest, and I think that he will connect well with his guides. His guides will be able to communicate with him, and he'll be taught that those energies and things are not his, and what's his as far as energetics. I think that'll help.
That's so great, Val. I agree wholeheartedly, and I think that introducing him to different ones and seeing which one he gravitates to or feels best with.
That's what he
Maybe
needs to
even
do.
like a tiger's eye or something, maybe soothing for him, or the labradorite is very absorbing of negative energy around you, and also the selenite is very clearing and yeah. So there's not one right or wrong answer, but just to introduce them to different ones that are, all, I think most crystals are very healing, but it's important for him to match his own energy and feel, which one he gravitates to.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you this, Sherry, and this is for you and for him. Go into a metaphysical or a rock store and just go to whatever calls you. There may be several in that bunch. You pick them up and you hold them in your receptive left hand. And that's what the cards are saying. It says, whoops, it's upside down. No, it says to reach. Sorry. It says to reach. And I'm getting that it says to reach and pick your own. And whatever he picks is going to be what he needs and what you need.
It could be a group of them.
It could be.
Like Jean was saying, he could pick a few.
And they don't have to be huge to be.
No, little. They could be tiny little things, like my little green calcite. Just little pieces of things. That would be good enough. But yeah.
Yeah. So so I just so you know, it is the best way. And they say that, and then you can look up what it means later. Sometimes they have little cards there, but you'll find that whatever is meaning to be for you, you will
You'll
find in
be
you.
attracted to it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, go have some fun in the rock store.
Yeah.
All right. So Lisa's worried that her cat Sully may pass soon. Hopefully he's not in pain. I decided to let him pass at home. What do you see?
I say trust yourself, Lisa. I think you have an empathic awareness to with these beautiful angelic souls that you can trust your instincts and believe in yourself. And I know that you'll make the right decision that you feel, whether it's whether you change your mind or not. It's I would trust yourself. You're very good at what you do, and you're
Definitely.
very connected. Hmm.
And Sully was just saying he loves that you're letting him be there with you. He loves being with you. That's what he told me. That's the sense and feeling that he was giving me.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for letting me stay with you. Yeah.
yeah.
I pulled the mask. And so what I'm getting with this mask is that Sully's hiding his true intentions, because, he wants to make you happy as much as he wants to make himself happy.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows he has to make a decision about whether to stay or go. But he doesn't want to hurt you. He knows that this hurts you. He watched you with Ezra. So he knows how deeply you hold your animals.
Mm-hmm.
And so, letting him stay, letting him work through what it is of big benefit. And tell him if he needs to go, that he needs to go. And it's okay with you. You're going to be okay. I think not only animals, but people feel the same way. Once you tell them it's okay, they feel a relief. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, thank you.
Exactly.
There you
That's
go.
brilliant, Allie. Really good point.
Oh, thank you. All right, so I am going to put up Bemused Shaman because she's the one that kept going, trying to post and couldn't post. So she wants to know why my parents have visited me this month. Dad died in 2000 and Mom in 2021. Ooh,
Gosh.
a visitation.
I just had an astrological forecast with Colleen, the cool crone, and I have to tell you, it was phenomenal. But she touched on when it's I don't know if it's your second Saturn return, or there's some timing coming up where your parents, and I have one coming up, whether they've crossed or not, they're going to come back to you with messages and things that are going to be talked about. So, yeah, I feel like you're having one of those times, and that it's to impart information so that you'll understand what transpired between you, your lessons, and to clear energy so that you are not holding on to things, to promote understanding so that you can let go and move ahead and integrate all of that. It's a revisiting of that relationship to clear things up and to acknowledge the beauty and wisdom you got from those lessons and that relationship. So moving forward, you'll be clear to receive more information of other things. You've cleared that out of the way, and they're coming back to help you do that.
Wow.
I feel as though it's a phase as well. I feel like it's that they've completed a certain phase in their transition, and they're coming back to let you know that the channels are open, and also that you will be um, like raising your own vibration. I just feel like they're coming in to kind of tell you everything's going to be okay. We're here. We're together. And that they see what you're going through, and they're just letting you know that they're able to be in contact with you, and that they're closer than ever. I do feel like this is like a phase with your energy as well as a phase with their energy. But how beautiful is that?
I know. So Bermuse says she's 68, and that's really, really cool. And I said, I am going to be next month. And my parents have been coming in now 5 or 6 times a week.
Oh.
So I get it. I get it totally. What I'm getting was they want us to connect with our childlike nature and Mother Nature and all of the things that, bring us joy and happiness. I love having childlike wonder and, looking at something through new, fresh eyes. And of course, at 68, we've looked through a lot of things through our eyes. So they want us to sort of go back and realize how far we've come and how well we're doing and how much they love us. Yeah. So, all right. Oh, Val, if you reach 200 subscribers, 1 free Akashic Records, is that you? Or is that?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
That is correct. That will be the new goal. Sharon is right. Every 50, I've been giving away a free Akashic record reading.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, I'm at like 160 on my new channel. So, yes, Sharon is absolutely right.
Good. I just saw it. I want to make sure it was you that was saying that. So, yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Thank you, Sharon.
So, Karen Engelbright, my Scorpio and I were getting on really well. A disagreement, and he's gone with the wind. Will he be back? There was a real connection. Oh my God. What are you? Is what I want to know. Oh.
I am not so certain that he'll be back, Karen, but I have to say to you that it was an opening door kind of relationship where it was to bring you to a place where you'd be open to even more relationships coming in. So it was one of those, we're getting her ready, we're getting her primed up, heart is opening. And this was like what did they call that when you have to put a little water in to get the pump to work or whatever?
Right, primed. Yeah.
Thank you, priming. It's priming you up.
Yeah.
So just forget, wish him well and all of that good stuff, and just sit there and be open for all the good things that are coming, because there are more relationships coming for you. This was just your first opening up, like a flower.
But she's a Pisces and he's a Scorpio. And of course, there's a lot of other configurations that go with that, but he stings and yours very sensitive.
I have 2 Scorpio parents and I'm a Pisces. There are beautiful relationships coming to you, more than one. So you're going to be like a flower. Oh. No, I got a little excited because I'm a Pisces.
Jean, how about you?
Worthy of most beautiful love relationships there are out there, and there are plenty for you. So hang in there.
Yeah, I don't think it was the argument. I think the argument was the excuse. I think that, yeah. So it was sort of like, it wasn't. It was sort of like. It was buttering his bread until it wasn't, and he's like, "Okay, this is my excuse."
It's a good enough reason to go. Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with him. He was not of your caliber. But I agree wholeheartedly with Val that it's like a volleyball. They're setting you up for the slam dunk. So.
Wow. I pretty much have to say that I felt the same thing, and even Captain Morgan did, and he does a lot of readings as well. So. Yeah, I'm sorry that we can't give you better news. If he does come back, be very careful, because this may be a pattern. Just going to say, going to leave it there. Sometimes we take them back and then, 2 months later, it's a pattern. So.
But trust yourself, Karen. You'll be able to tell. You'll be able to feel if it's genuine. Yeah.
Right. So Sally wonders when or how she will find a teacher.
Your guides are laughing. They're pretty humorous this morning. You are your own teacher. Your guides.
Everything around you is a teacher.
Everything around you. You really are like a sponge, soaking everything up in your brilliant light. And you teach yourself. You already have this. You're just remembering.
Yeah.
There are no more gurus for people. This is the light within you, the brilliance within you. This is your guiding force.
Yep.
And that's my message to not only Sally, but everyone.
Everyone. Sure. Yep.
So, the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And try not to idealize what a teacher might look like, sound like, or be like. It's not the best teacher and the highest educated. It could be, the guy at the grocery store that helps take your cart back could be your teacher. Be open, be willing, be observant, and learn the lessons that are around us. So
allow the time.
In that way, everyone on the earth is our teacher.
It is. Everything, a movie is, a book is.
Guru sitting there giving you.
It's okay. You can ask questions. That's fine. It says here you're doing divine light work. Look at this.
Yeah.
So remember, and you're downloading divine love. Look at that. And it says love all of your challenges. And we do. We need to love all our challenges. And we don't realize sometimes why something happens until later. And we look back and go, oh, now I know why that had to happen because of this. Yeah. So I know it's Sally. You can keep asking as many questions.
Asking questions is brilliant. You definitely don't want to stop asking questions. Just don't give your power away to another person. That is all I'm saying here today.
Right. For anybody. Right.
Any person on earth. This is your power center, your soul.
Yep.
Stand in it.
Yep.
Acknowledge it and be it.
That's it.
Bingo. That's it.
So Old Soul gave a donation to you today. Thank you for the donation, Old Soul. So and you are one of Valerie's members. So she wants a message from her dad who passed several years ago. Do we have a first name, Old Soul? Hi, Marby. Old Soul, you still here? Can you give us your dad's first name? Maybe not here.
Maybe not here.
I just feel like he's saying that he hasn't left her, that she may not have felt him visit her or be around her lately, but he just wants to reassure you that he's right beside you and very, very close to you, almost like in your heart. And he just wants you to know that he is never too far away and to engage him in conversation. And he just the first thing I heard him say is, I haven't left you. I'm still here.
Awesome.
And his name is Mariano. And it's Old Soul. I saw him. He showed me a violin, and he's learning to play the violin for some reason. And he is like serenading you with the violin all the time. So I don't know if violins are going to show up or you're going to start hearing violins. But he is just the sweetest man, the sweetest energy form. And he has a brilliant million-watt smile. And he's definitely with you. He's been with you, been around you. So look for the violin music. Look for the violins on YouTube or whatever on the radio. And think of him.
Think of him.
Yeah.
He says you are ascending. So look, he's playing the violin and you're dancing with it. I mean, maybe you're already unconsciously doing that or doing that in your dreams, but he says, you're always with me. Always with me. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Bernie girl. Bernie girl had a vision today. She saw her mom's baby brother passed away. I saw a glimpse in my mind of my grandmother and mother, mom leading him away. Oh, God bless, honey. God bless you. It's so hard to lose people.
It really is. It really is.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Old Soul said she loves the violin.
Oh,
I
wow.
was playing it for her.
He's a happy Italian who
Yeah.
loves the family gatherings.
Mega
Wow.
billion-watt smile and
Yeah.
sparkly eyes. Well, he was.
That's awesome. I love that when that happens.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 more questions, ladies. We're right at the top of the hour. Just a few more minutes. Silly wanted, can I have a reading from my guides?
Yeah. And they're just saying, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. And they're showing me keeping your thoughts as positive as possible. And they're showing me projects. Do you have a project in mind you want to start? Or I think they mean focus. Focus your attention on X, Y, and Z. So all these positive things you want to bring forward will be your focus. So they're intending for you to use your energy wisely for yourself in whatever you're manifesting. And they're standing with you, walking with you every day, giving you support. Thank you.
I got silly that they're showing me that you are very tenacious and that you're strong, very strong, and that you have the stamina to keep going and to push through any type of resistance that you may be coming up against. There's some battles that you either have just been through or that are just coming through the end of, and you know it's almost going to be resolved, but you still need to keep up the effort, you know. But they just want you to know that they have your back and that you are making them proud, and just that you have sort of like this determination of uh, fighting the good fight, fighting the for the good of all. You have integrity with your intentions, so you have that on your side. But they're just showing me that you're foraging on, you're pushing forward through a difficult time that's almost over. You can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. It's almost over, and they just want you to know to keep going.
Okay, I got a song. Keep on trucking, baby. Yeah, you got to keep on trucking. And trucking is walking ahead. It's like if you look at a video about keep on, it's an old song, I'm sorry, but it's like moving ahead but leaning back into it, leaning into it and going for it. And
one foot in front of the other.
One foot in front of the other, and forgive yourself, forgive everybody else, and just keep on trucking into your positive energy. Oh my God, I got the chills. All right. Yep. And I apologize if you don't know that 70s song, but that's the one that came to me. So, yeah, I know some of you are a lot younger than I am. So, all right. So this last question is for Patty because her son is in rehab from jail, is now in rehab from jail, but he's got a kidney stone. And so we can't really look into his energy, but we can look into the energy of what's around him at this point. All right, Patty. He's been in pain for a year. I've had kidney stones. I've passed kidney stones. They're no fun. They are very painful. So.
I think he may be having sympathy pains for you, Patty. Didn't Allie just say that you were fighting something about your own health, and it may be something that he's sort of picking up on the energy that he's going through a similar energy of having to fight for his comfort. And there's many schools of thought, and he may be able to get a second or third opinion, but I'm sure that they can't give him any pain medication with him in rehab.
Yeah, it's true.
But maybe just look up some natural remedies that may be able to help him. But they are excruciating. It's like, having a baby without any anesthesia. So,
Right.
but I kind of feel like he's almost relieving you of your burden by picking up on some of it energetically.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't really look at surgery, but I can
Right.
say that I feel like he does. I shouldn't say this, but I feel like he does need surgery.
Entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only, but to remove it. I don't think it's coming out by itself. But yeah, scissors. He needs it.
That's what I got. The scissors.
Yeah,
They
I
need to cut
saw
something
that.
out.
I could see, not only are they not going to schedule it, but he really does need to have it out. It's not going to come out on its own. It's not moving.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it might be bigger than he can pass.
Yeah. In rehab, because when he gets out, you need to look at it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, you are right, Patty. He worries about you when you're all connected, and that connection also happens with animals. I've actually, I believe, had an animal take over. I was never diagnosed with cancer, but I had a problem in my stomach, and my dog always laid on my stomach, and she ended up with a tumor.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a while, many years ago, but still, I think that the connection we have with others, of course, even energetically, tie us together and sympathy pains, but it might be too big to pass on its own. So, but if it is, then I feel really bad for him, because that's got to be very painful.
No,
it's the size of an orange. What?
Yeah, it's not going to come out. It needs surgery. Yeah, for entertainment purposes only.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, Patty! I send lots of love
and remove pieces.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Lots of love to you and him. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever heard of one being that big.
No, that's a first for calcium deposit or whatever they are.
Whatever it is. Yeah. I get it. All right. Well, ladies, once again, fun guides, fun readings, some serious stuff coming through as well. And we're being told, to hold the light and to be kind to each other, move ahead. So have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Jean. And please check out both Valerie and Jean's channel if you have not already. They have their own shows, and they are absolutely fabulous. So we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone. Bye.